First, make sure we have our VPO menu selected and in view, as well as our 3D scan accessible to our computer. Click on Import OBJ File and navigate to where your scans are. I've been working with Jesse from Simply to hopefully integrate a folder where you can search up patient names, but for now, just download the files to your desktop and import them locally. Once imported, you will notice that the raw scan has been placed here, as well as in the raw scan collection folder. However, we can't see it in the viewport. This is because the scan must be scaled to size to fit printable units. Press the scale button and it should appear, likely somewhere in the distance. Navigate using your 2 fingers to where the scan feet are both visible. Next, we're going to use these droppers to note specific landmarks that the software can interpret. You will use these 6 droppers. Try to center these as best as you can, in the middle of the calcaneus and accurate placements of the 1st and 5th for both feet. Once all landmarks are set, highlight the scan and click Separate Left and Right Feet. You may get an error message if your scan is not highlighted before inputting this function. This will cut the feet from the raw scan. The cut offset decides how high up in millimeters from these landmarks the feet will be separated. If you have a shorter cast, it may not separate properly, so just press Command Z or Control Z if you're on Windows and lower this number before separating again. Once separated, it may seem like nothing happened. However, we will notice that within the orthoses collection, there is a left and right scan file. Let's now align the scans using the button below. You will see that the scans are placed along the orthoses. We can now hide the raw scan as we will no longer be needing it. So let's check our alignment. Using the View drop-down menu, we can select between left and right orthoses and decide if we want the scan, foot orthotic, or lines to be within that view. For now, let's keep them all. We must first ensure that our insole is the right size with the right template chosen. I recommend measuring the insole of the shoe before the patient leaves. As we know, patients rarely show up with the right shoes. If you do not know the exact dimensions, but know the shoe size, I'll have a chart implemented for this soon. But for now, measure the insole. Also, we're going to leave the top cover at 0 for now. We can now use the view buttons to see our placement. If the placement is weird, we can choose our landmarks again, a little more accurately with the color gradient, to center the orthotic. We are now ready to start working on our trim lines. Your result may not look this clean right now. It might look something like this, or maybe like this, and that's okay. It'll be solved in the next lesson.